Okay, so today was irrelevant up until market close. That's when Trump was going to deliver his all anticipated tariff speech, which he delivered, right? Pretty much imposing half of what every other country is imposing on the US with a minimum 10%. So that was fireworks. If we look at today, the open and the close is quite a nice candle. Open at low of day, close near high of day, close better than yesterday's. That's fine, but the whole thing is nullified because where are we after hours? We're down here. We're under 550 right now. It's like new lows right now. So we will be trading. I don't really think it can claw its way back overnight or anything. I will be testing the lows since we've dropped. So this little bounce here was nice, one, two, three. I didn't trust it anyway, but this tariff thing just for me came out of nowhere. What it was anticipated, I guess, but yeah, straight back down. This will be a triple flush. Let's see. We'll probably hold we might hold this low, but otherwise we're going to close below it and then down another level. So what does that mean? Markets are going low. I never look at Bitcoin, but that's a good barometer overnight as the markets close. Look, that want to do a little breakout of this. No, not allowed because BTC keeps going after market close, and you can see that's basically after hours for you. I mean, why does Bitcoin follow the S&P based on tariffs imposed? It should be totally irrelevant, right? How do you impose tariffs on Bitcoin? Proves how the crypto world is just tied to the Nasdaq, and it's lost, for me, it's kind of lost its fundamental principles now anyway. It's all about the ETFs. So what happened to all this decentralization and anti-establishment? So it's been diluted in many ways. So crypto is showing you what the S&P is doing after hours. That's all tied. Yields very, very important, but today irrelevant. Yeah, okay, they went down, I guess, but it's all about how they operate tomorrow. For me, market's going down. What's important for us is the reaction in gold and silver. Now, yesterday was, I thought, a blow off top. Not the worst close, by the way, but today, nope, I was wrong. Nice candle, and to be honest, gold doing the opposite, pretty much. That's 3 minute chart of the markets, which is good to see. It's kind of what we've been seeing for a while. So the whole market just collapsed, let's say, and gold started with a drop, and now it's all about the close, right? It's closing nicely. Silver, which way do you go? Do you follow the markets or do you follow gold? Bit of both. All right, that's 3 minutes is hard to call. But overall, green day after hours, right? This is still after hours trading, pretty much. So silver has followed gold more than the markets. It's still being dragged down a little bit because it's an industrial metal, but that's good news. Miners, okay, obviously we close. Where are we now after hours? Up. So silver and the miners have followed gold more than the markets on this move down based on tariffs, which is cool because if we're going to be saved, it's now from a potential drop. This is GDXJ. That's nice. Look, if we opened now, tomorrow, it depends. We could still move. And if there's a panic tomorrow, then you'll see GDXJ come down. All the miners come down with the markets probably still outperforming on the way up and on the way down. But I still think we'd go down if it gets a bit chaotic because the S&P, the markets in general, Nasdaq, some of the big stocks, by the way, they could start flushing levels tomorrow, important levels, and that will trigger lots of selling. And that's when people start to liquidate everything, even things that don't make sense, like gold and like the miners. So for now, what's important is now the reaction is up. And that's kind of cool. So that's GDXJ, even SILJ, the weakest of the week, because it's silver juniors. That's also up after hours, whilst the market's tanking. And by the way, I did the little maths. How much did we drop? Just look in the S&P. If we take the close, literally an hour and a half ago, to where we are now, that's almost 3% drop since the tariff speech. That's that's getting quite a lot. Like 2% is quite a lot. Three is, circuit breaking starts around five or something. So which is not going to happen. But yeah, tomorrow we could see the market just test this, bounce, and then basically close below. And then we have a Friday where it's just like dropping down here, and the equivalent in all the markets, NASDAQ, same thing. What about all these important stocks? Nvidia, look at Nvidia. Where's that going to be tomorrow? That's going to be closing, maybe hitting 100, right? These stocks move all the markets. And there are some other big magnificent sevens that are getting decked. Tesla got slapped in the face as soon as he started talking about Japanese tariffs. and I was able to nibble some out there just before market close and after hours. So that was quite cool. All right. So miners are going up, silver's going up with gold. Gold's going up the most. That's kind of expected. Real quick portfolio update. Newmont, nice following GDX. Let's see what happens tomorrow. But as things stand, we could have like a close above 49.5, maybe even 50. Next week we go up as the market goes down. That's the key. Our stuff's going up whilst the whole world's going down. And then you can do that switch when the time comes. Barrett Gold was getting slaughtered though today. I don't really understand that, but the trend is not lost. Bouncing a little bit after hours. Kaneko Eagle always doing the same, just sideways up. After hours hitting the high of day today. Franco Nevada, it doesn't really matter. They're all sort of doing the same thing. That was holding okay. That should go up tomorrow. Let's see, as long as the pattern holds. Wheaton, new all-time historic high. I got my last sell, little nibble 79.99. Then I just hold the rest. That's beautiful. And look at the close today. And then you have what happened to the miners, which is going up. Metallic, interesting. That was a bounce today. There's no after hours, I think, but this is the least it could do. But it's good to see that. The silver stocks, yeah, that's okay. Not much after hours action, but that should go up tomorrow, straight into like $7 resistance. Fortuna, that'll be interesting because that had a nice day today. That's really strong. That just wants to go up. After hours, a little higher. If things carry on, 649 gets tested. Nice. CDE started to bounce, close at high of day. Can we go and test $6? A little sell at 5.99 from what I sold, from what I bought down here. That's cool. Heckler, that had a good day, 2.5 back from where it came 2, 3 days ago. Bam, up we go to, well, maybe not to six, but we're back at, prior support and it closed at high of day. That's nice to see. EXK, a bit weak, but starting to stabilize here, 370s. Can we move, fill the gap, test four, maybe even a bit higher than four, really fill the gap. That'll be nice. Mag Silver, bouncing from back where it came from. That could move up tomorrow. Maybe 1650 is too much to ask for. Aris Mining, this one's cool. What the hell's going on here? Absolute breakout. Sold this at 496 actually. It was struggling and then it closed at high of day. Basically closing at $5. Next stop the high of the 52-week high of 515. Then we moved to $6. Don't know what's going on here. Had good earnings, but with a delayed reaction of several days to go up. This is amazing. This is a good stock, by the way. I talk about this. I bet hardly any of you guys follow this one, but this is a beast. I mean, especially recently. I am gold, another little monster, close at high of day, basically gonna go and test the absolute 52-week high, 669 or something will be tested tomorrow if things carry on as they are. Amazing, amazing. So happy about that. B2 gold, yeah, that bounce is still holding at 280, which I missed, didn't buy it. Not the best day, not the best after hours, and it had bad news. It should have resistance around 309 or something, but that's cool and no hurry there. Equinox weak, closed at low of day, no after hours. This looks like it wants to go back down to 620. And if gold and miners make new highs, it might just hold sideways, but it just doesn't look strong at all. It just needs a couple of days to show what it wants to do, but at the moment, weak. SSRM bouncing at the ascending, nice, starting to look strong again. Tomorrow, who knows, could test 1070 or something. SBSW. Nice candle. Open at low, close at high. Needs to start closing above 470 to continue that momentum to 520. So the miners are good. Um, Gold's drop is not happening. This tariff thing just changes everything. And I think this is a move you can count on because when you're down almost 3% after this news event, that's something. That's not something that you just, tomorrow you wake up and the S&P's up 0.5% pre-market. No, no, no. You're gonna be still down 1, 2, 3, maybe even more percent. So let's see what happens. Tariffs are big. He's not faking it. Maybe it's a negotiation ploy for, later on in several weeks they get reduced and then the market will bounce a bit. But for now, it's market down, gold up, miners and silver up with gold, despite the market wanting to drag it down. So it's cool, and we should be happy. You got to be relative. Our stuff goes down, goes up, whilst everything else goes down. You got to be happy.